What up? Welcome to Mo Boxing No Problem. I'm Jose Ramirez Jr. and today I'm joined by a special guest. We got a pro boxer, Floyd Schofield, aka Kid Austin. How's it going, Floyd?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
Glad to hear it. I should also add you're Golden Boys 2022 Prospect of the Year, so congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. For the first question I got for you, probably the easiest question of the night is how do you get into boxing?
My dad got me into boxing. He got me into boxing when I was about 2 years old. Um, he was a boxer, but he got into a little bit of trouble, so he ended up passing it down to me from his father. So that's how I really got into it. Just I stuck with it, and it like he kept me in boxing. So yeah.
Awesome. And I've heard from people, sometimes they get into boxing and they don't like it right away. When did you finally like click and you started loving boxing?
I wanted to be a professional boxer. Like that's what I wanted. Like when I was like 3 years old, I always told my dad like I'm a champion. Like he didn't really want me to do boxing. He just wanted me to know how to do it. He didn't think it was gonna go as
Yeah.
far so early. But once he started seeing that I was like really into it and really had potential, that's when we started like locking in with it.
That's what's up. All right, we got a few live comments coming in. We got Gerardo Mendoza says, "Good luck on the upcoming fight."
Thank you.
Salute, Gerardo. And then we got a comment here from Just Do Boxing from the winning team. Says, "Salute, MO Boxing, no problem." And big salute to Kid Austin.
Yes, sir.
Salute. And then we got Skywalker with the comment as well. Says, "Salute, Jose," and shout out to Kid Austin.
Thank you.
All right. And speaking of Kid Austin, how did you get that nickname?
Cause this is real basic. I won't forget. Like we were in a meeting trying to come up. Well, we already finished the meeting, but then we were trying to figure out a name, and it was just like, why not Kid Austin?
Nice. And then I want to talk a little bit about your amateur career. What was your win-loss record as an amateur? What were some of your kind of major accomplishments?
I don't know my record as an amateur because I had so many fights. I had over like 200 some fights. Like I was busy.
Oh man, that's a lot of fights.
I have no more than 18 losses though. I'll tell you that one. But yeah, I had a lot of fights.
Man, that's a good win-loss record. If only 18 losses.
Yeah.
We got a comment here from Carl Hunter Hansen, all the way from Australia. He says, "Salute, Jose. Can you let Kid know I'm a huge fan and I got him as one of my top prospects. A good day, mate, from Australia."
I can see that.
Already, man. Yeah, so he definitely is Australian, and you're always starting to be global. We got more comments here, just people saying salute. And we got the Spit Bucket podcast. It's a big dog salute to our prospect of the year. See you in Cali, champ.
I'll see y'all there.
Absolutely. And I do got a question, and I might as well just ask it now. I do know the Spit Bucket podcast. I follow them on Instagram, on YouTube, and I know they sponsored one of your last fight, I believe. How did that deal come about? How was your interaction with the Spit Bucket podcast? And then kind of part two, how can people get in contact with either you or your team about sponsorships?
Contact my dad. I'm just here to fight. That's all I do. Like I get in contact with him. I don't handle none of that.
For sure. What's your dad's Instagram handle so people that are interested in sponsoring you can reach out to him?
He be on my Instagram. I don't even be on Instagram. Like I don't even I don't use it. So he be on my Instagram most and whatnot. So you actually just text it, you'll see it.
There you go. All right, so just DM Kid Austin. It's gonna be more likely to be his dad.
Yeah.
All right, and then I want to talk about now your pro debut. October 9th, 2020. What were your emotions kind of going into that pro debut? Were you nervous at all?
I can't really remember because that night just felt so like it just like went by so fast. But I'm pretty sure I wasn't nervous. I was just more anxious. Like I was just like, man, this needs to just hurry up and get it over with. Like I need to go home and all that. But I was definitely ready and well prepared for that fight. So
that's awesome. Yeah, and I think you did get that fight over with quick, right? Was it a first round KO?
Yeah, first round, and after that, man, I was never the same.
Yeah, and then I saw last year as well. You signed that co-promotional deal with Golden Boy. Can you share the reason why you picked Golden Boy over other promoters like PBC, Top Rank, for example?
I mean, because my dad always told me when I was younger, like he always wanted to go to Golden Boy. When I was like 13, 14, it was like, yo, you're going to Golden Boy. Like that's who I see us with. And like when I was like 16, 17, Oscar, that was when the first time he ever contacted me. Like I wasn't
Mm.
even loading up on Instagram. Yeah, I probably had only like 4,000 followers, and he was like, keep focusing and all this other stuff, and etc. Then like a year goes by, he hits me up and like saying like, "Yo, I can make you a superstar," and that's when it was like, my dad was like, "Yeah, see, I told you." Like so, and then plus Golden Boy be getting a bad rep on because they're so-called racist ways, but it's like they don't know the
Mm.
insights. Like they treat me so well and it's amazing over there. Like, I wouldn't want to be any other place, to be honest. I would not want to.
That's That's good to hear because yeah, there is kind of that misconception or that perception that they don't know how to build black superstars. At least
Yeah,
that's what the industry talk says. But they've done right by you. Your last fight, you headlined in India, California. How special was that moment to like headline a card?
I felt surreal because it was like, dang, like it's my second fight with them, like, and they making me a main event already, like, and then they guarantee me, like, well, I can't say that, but I have more than 3 fights a year, like, so, I'll be busy. They're not just gonna ship me on the shelf. It's guaranteed. So it's just an amazing feeling, like, to have Oscar and Bernard back me like that. Like, it's cool. Like, Oscar hits me every day, like, saying he's just excited to see the next fight. Like, it's cool.
That's awesome. And yeah, let's talk about your next fight. You're gonna be back on January 28th on the Alexis Rocha versus Anthony Young card. What can you tell us about your opponent for that fight?
Well, they said it's a step up opponent. This guy, he's fought Chris Colbert, Lamont Roach, Jason Velez, I think his name is. He's fought some pretty good people. He's never been stopped before, 4 losses. Like, so it's like, and he's a come forward fighter sometimes. So, I'm just, I'm ready for that fight. I trained so hard. Like I'm gonna get that knockout win. Like I'm gonna be the first person to stop him because I trained too hard to not to stop him. So that's the goal for this fight. But if it does go all 10, I'm ready for all 10. So yeah, it's supposed
There
to be
you go.
tough.
And that leads to my next question. What should fans expect from you in your next fight? It sounds like a knockout. Should it be a early knockout? You think it's gonna come late? Gonna break them down?
I mean, it's boxing. You never know, but like definitely it's coming. Like I can't predict around this fight because like they say he's rough. So we'll see. But I know he is, not walking out that ring without that KO loss. So
There you have it. And then speaking of your preparation, do you end up watching a lot of tape on your opponents, or do you kind of focus mostly on you and improving your skill set?
I watch him every day, every morning. Like that's all I see
Oh,
because
you watch a
that's
lot of tape.
yeah, that's the person I'm gonna be in the ring with next week. So it's like just every morning, turn him on, study his mistakes, his flaws. Now, not saying like he may have not corrected those mistakes, all this time he's had, but those little details, like it'll be in my subconscious. So when I see something, I already know how to capitalize on it because I watch them every morning. So I'll be watching my
Mm,
opponents every day.
that's awesome. That's awesome. And then speaking of sparring, how far do you have to go to get good sparring?
Uh, Honestly, I don't really get sparring like that because I have this reputation here in Texas that I don't know how to work. So like for me to get sparring, we gotta like pay people, from out of state or like that's in Houston or far apart Texas. People that probably don't even know me. So it's like
Hmm.
um, it's real hard for me to get sparring. But I had a great sparring this camp. Sparring 12 rounds. It was pretty good. Stopped a couple people in sparring as y'all can see on my Instagram. But yeah.
It is. And is that because you're a hard puncher that people don't want to really spar?
Uh, no, because it's like I treat sparring like a fight. Like
Like a real fight? Mhm.
you're getting in there. Like if you're gonna get paid to spar with me, like you're gonna get all the exact things I'm gonna do to that same person in the fight. So it's like Sparring is technically a fight, because saying if I went to spar, some random guy, and he wants to get known and whatnot, he's gonna try to knock my head off so he can put that online. He stop Kid Austin, like. So I take sparring
That's true.
like real serious. So.
That's right. That's right. We take sparring real serious.
I mean, it makes sense. There's the whole, iron sharpening iron. So if you bring your best on sparring, you only getting better.
Yeah.
And then, as I mentioned,
Huh?
Go ahead.
No.
Oh, okay. Now I was asking what y'all talking about. Just sparring.
Just sparring right now. Next question is, who's the hardest puncher you've been in the ring with, either in sparring or in a real fight?
Nobody. I don't feel
Nobody
punches.
yet.
Cause I be so focused.
What you mean yet? Don't put no yet on that. He said nobody yet.
Nah, like
I'm just saying it's a very tight division there at 135.
What that mean?
I think eventually, he's gonna take a punch, but it doesn't mean he's gonna get knocked down.
We done sparred Devin. We done sparred Shakur. We done sparred Robert Easton Jr. We don't take punches, so that's what I'm saying. What that means? So we're gonna face them now with smaller gloves and no headgear. He got the power. We're not worried about them. You don't get hit.
Honestly, I'm gonna give y'all some real juice. They don't hit hard. Like I swear to God.
No, I think they hit hard.
No, they don't.
The thing is, you learned how to roll with the punch. So when it's coming, you rolling with it, so you take the power off of it.
No, I'm saying even when like Devin, he landed like a nice uppercut. Like he didn't do nothing. Like, and I was 17.
Because you learned how to roll with the punches. So anyway, it's an art form. This is a science. I built one of the best products. So I can sit here and talk shit because I built the product. And I'm telling you, he get hit. You seen him. Look at his fights. He'll get hit and it don't do nothing to him. So
he got that grand chin. He got that grand chin, right?
Yeah, like I don't feel punches because I be so focused. Like
I say we feel punches. We ain't gonna be cocky with it. We feel punches. The thing is, we train so hard to not get punched.
No, I'm telling you from my thing. Like when I feel a punch, I don't feel it because I be so locked in. Like it don't do nothing. Like it's not. I swear.
Yeah,
so we not worried.
We gotta come here from
135. You want to do something with us at 135? I want to hear your opinion. Who could rock with us at 135? Just throw out a name.
I mean, the only name that comes to mind right now is Tank Davis.
Tank.
I know.
And for me, I always told him Tank is the only one I would wait a couple of years so you have your grown man power, because he has grown man power. He could really kill somebody in that way. So I want to because he's really 190 pounder coming down to 140. He walk around like 180, even the 2 pence with him.
Yeah, he be fat.
He walk around 180, so he's almost a heavyweight, down to lightweight. So anything he hit, he's supposed to knock out. So we already know that, but they know he's too short to compete at those levels at that weight. We drop him all the way down to a weight that he can compete in. But he's 190 pounds. So let's keep that in mind. But I tell you like this, we will beat the hell out of Tank when we do get to fight him. Tank don't got the boxing skills like him, and nobody that Tank fought got the power that he got. And Tank get hit too much. So Tank ain't gonna take his shots for no 12 rounds, because Tank ended up winning the later rounds. But in the beginning rounds, Tank be losing or be even. Tank ain't gonna be able to take his punches like that. And we too smart because we got both sides. We got all these angles that we could utilize against Tank, where them other guys are stationary. They got one side. We got two sides. So when Tank be there, we could turn around and like a visible man be on a whole nother side of him. So Tank ain't gonna do nothing with us. We gonna sleep Tank. And we know Tank can't take body shots. And I'm not taking nothing from Tank. Tank is a great fighter. But Tank styles make fight. Tank's style is not going to be able to deal with a boxer that has power like Tank. None of them could deal with that. Devin couldn't deal with that. Devin got buckled. Shakur couldn't deal with that. And Shakur said he's a big 130 pounder. And I've been saying this online. So nobody came out and said I'm lying. So nobody can say I'm capping. But then we've been talking about this in something. So no champion came out and said he lying. That kid ain't the best boxer, greatest boxer ever. Not one of them. And I've been saying it. So if his peers not coming out saying it, them fans better believe what I'm telling them. This is the greatest boxer of all time. And them guys going to run the other division. That's why they trying to have these fights now. Then they voting. They're not going to stay there. Shakur has to stay there. That's the fight. Kid Austin and Shakur.
Yeah.
That's going to be the fight.
Yeah, because he just granted a division already, talking like he's the best. Shakur Stevenson is.
That's going to be the fight. That's what it's leading. Kid Austin is going to fight Shakur Stevenson. That's going to be the mega fight at 135. Devin leaving. Tank is going to leave. Tank ain't going to fight either one of them. Nobody going to be there but him and Shakur.
Man, I'm excited for those fights in next year or two. And I know Floyd, you've been calling a few other fighters potentially for fights this year. Mark Castro, Keyshawn Davis, Pitbull Cruz. What about those fighters? Makes you want to target them?
Because I'm here to prove I'm the best, and if they, everybody else saying those are the up and coming best, like why not face them if I'm not going to get the Ryan Garcias or all the other fighters so early? So it's challenge yourself. Like you can't say you're the best without facing some decent competition. So time's gonna come, and I'm gonna have to do what I have to do and show everybody that I'm here.
And let me fill in on this part. I gotta tell my part. We call these guys out because we respect them, because these guys are talented. Like right now, we don't care about a loss. See, that ain't our frame of reference, because for him to be the greatest, most of the greatest got losses. Because to challenge the greatest, the great ones in your division, you can't have the fear of having a loss, then the fight's not going to be made. And loss is going to happen. That's part of growth. You lose and then you grow from your loss. And then people are going to want to see how you improve from the loss. So that's what makes boxing exciting. That other scary stuff, that ain't us. So we have no problem fighting the best. But we respect those guys. We respect those guys, but I don't think those guys could deal with his power. I'm telling you, this kid hit so damn hard, man. Naturally, he hit so hard. So I don't think they're going to take his power. It's nothing against their gifts.
Respect that. We got some comments here. Skywalker Boxing says the best lightweights in Golden Boy right now is Kid Austin and William Cepeda. Like to see them in some big fight soon. And then Just Do Boxing says, I believe in Kid Austin and support y'all as a team. Keep being great.
And we called out Cepeda. We looking forward to fighting. We said we're going to destroy him. We can hit too much. Anybody that get hit a lot is not going to take his power. Their face will break down before they could take his power. He was breaking faces. Look at his last 2 fights ago when he broke the guy's face. Like, come on. It's like he don't even have his grown man strength yet. He's 20 years old and still growing. Who's going to be able to take that power? None of them in that division. I'm telling y'all.
Man, and you bring up a good point, because Floyd is only 20 years old and still growing. How high of a weight class do you think he can eventually get up to? Is he going to be a 160 pounder?
He said his goal is to be undisputed champion in 3 divisions, and that's his goal. It's been that way since 5 years old. I'm just on the church, so we know he's going to at least conquer 3 divisions because he's manifesting it. So. And we looking forward to going to 140 to catch Devin. Oh my God, we can't wait. But we gotta get these belts first. As soon as we get these belts, we calling out Devin going to 140, y'all. I'm telling y'all, mark my words.
Nice. And I want to go back a little bit to you growing up. Who was your favorite boxer coming up?
Who's mine and Floyd's?
Yeah, both of your favorite boxers.
My favorite boxer is Kid Austin. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
You said growing up.
Oh, but growing up.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Growing up, it's always been Sugar Ray Robinson, Willie Pep. He probably got the same ones. Henry Armstrong. Back in the day when people really fought, and that's where my heroes is at. Like Willie Pep, for most people that don't know Willie Pep, he wasn't around without throwing one punch because his defense was so sharp, and that was back in the 50s, 60s. So like the art form of boxing, that stuff is amazing. And Sugar Ray Robinson, that's who Sugar Ray Leonard stole the name of, and who Ali tried to copy because they looked up to him. Everybody say he's the greatest boxer of all time. I think the guy won 180 before he took a loss. So everybody talking about 49-0. He won 180. And it was going 20 rounds and 15 rounds. So it's like we look up to those fighters. So that's what we trying to live up to. We don't this stuff right now that y'all got is entertainment. What you think?
Yeah, what about you, Floyd Jr.?
I say the same. That's who he had me watching growing up. That's all I was programmed right there.
Who's your
All
favorite?
right, now, for me, growing up, man, honestly, it's Floyd Mayweather. You know, I think he was the one that just fit the boxing to me, the hit and not be hit.
Yeah, he got the science.
He had the science, man. So now present day, it's a two-part question. Who's your favorite boxer? We already know your answer on that one, Floyd Singer. And then who do you consider to be the number one pound for pound fighter? If it's different from your favorite fighter.
Oh, you asked me? So
both of you guys.
besides Floyd, I say my favorite fighter is Shakur Stevenson, to tell you the truth. Because that boy talented. Or either Terrence Crawford. So I got two. I got Terrence Crawford, really, but I got Shakur right under him like the little brother. So that's who I look to in this day and time.
Cool. What about you, Kedalson?
It was Shakur, but now that he in the same weight class, that ain't it no more. So I don't really got a favorite because I don't really like any boxers styles like that besides Shakur. But like I said, we in the same weight class, so like no. I mean, I'd say Crawford. I'll have to go with Crawford because he's different. I like Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. I think I have him as my number one pound for pound as well with Crawford.
Yeah.
All right. So for asked about previous interview, you mentioned that you want to get money, glory, and what was the other thing, and legacy. Obviously all three are going to come your way, but which one will you prioritize the most? Like, which one is the more important to you out of those three?
Truthfully, I say legacy because the money gonna follow, stuff gonna follow. But I mean, money too behind it though, because that's how I support my family. I'm not just fighting for free. If I could get millions of dollars, like, and the belts included, I mean, true, that's give me millions of dollars because that's what's gonna keep my family straight. Like, the belts ain't gonna do nothing. You can sell them, but
let me fill in something on that.
And then
the belts, we don't really care about the belts, but the belts, let's say you get paid $100,000. Once you capture that belt, you automatically have another minimum. It might be $500,000. So for you to step in the ring, you get paid this amount, and the more you win, that's your minimum. So that's the only importance of that belt. And so that's how you can really make money.
Yeah, because I did want to ask you guys about the whole belt drama, because I know Ryan Garcia came out saying that belts in today's boxing don't matter. You can make money without the belts, and then Devin Haney commented that it doesn't matter to those that don't have belts. So what's your stance on that? Are the belts still important, or are there just too many titles out there?
I kind of have to agree with Ryan on that one because, like he said, like, everybody's doing this. Devin don't care about them belts. He care about the millions of dollars he's making because he got all the belts. Like, that's what's gonna bring the money, all the belts. At the end of the day, like, fighters ain't fighting, for legacy like that anymore, or to be the champion. There was fighters back then that was getting paid like $2,000 to fight, but they was world champion. But as long as they were the champion, they didn't care. So it's a different time now. So I agree with Ryan. Like, you can make millions of dollars just by having a big following. He's making millions of dollars and don't got a belt.
Money because he got 9 million followers. You get sponsorships, you get commercials, all this type of stuff. So you make so much money. So he know a whole nother avenue that definitely started to utilize.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think once you've proven yourself, either in the boxing ring or outside of it, you can make money. Like Canelo can make every single belt and probably still make millions. So I agree with you guys. Question here from the Spit Bucket says, "What a Pops still calling a second round stoppage against Keyshawn?"
Ain't no need to ask that one.
I don't even know why y'all ask. shit. You should jump on this damn thing at the same time so we can have some discussion. But I might not even go that far. I mean, I was being modest, saying 2 rounds. Keyshawn ain't gonna take the fight, y'all.
That's what
I mean, he said it on the video that he was saying. He said he was being bullied. So we're not gonna bully Keyshawn.
Yeah.
We wish that man the best. He's not trying to fight Kid Austin.
Or nobody, to be honest.
No, I can't say he's not trying to fight nobody, but I wouldn't fight Kid Austin if I was him. Bull, why am I jumping in the ring with him? And if I do jump in the ring with him, it should be worth millions. So why would I get in there now? This dude might break my face. Nah. So you think they're gonna jump in there? I don't blame Keyshawn.
And then Kid Austin, we mentioned you've already headlined a show, but what's a venue you dream of headlining one day? Like Vegas, New York, anything in mind?
Not now. They all the same.
No, be politically correct because we don't want to isolate anybody from in the future throwing in their bid.
Nobody's saying that. I'm just saying.
That's our favorite.
I'm saying I don't got one right now. They all the same. Everybody, people gonna come out. Just some are bigger than the other. But whatever one gonna pay us and have people come. Shoot, why not? It could be anything. I don't care.
It could be in Dubai. There's a lot of money in Dubai.
Dubai, we ain't going to Dubai. I can say that. And so Dubai, they can isolate us. We ain't going there.
All right. Well, the next section is what they call the kind of the fans corner, is where I want to tell you 3 hypothetical or potentially confirmed fights, and you let me know who would win. So for the first fight, who would win out of Isaac Pitbull Cruz versus Regis Prograis? So another not same weight class, but Cruz came out saying he probably would move up to 140 to fight Prograis if it was a direct title shot.
Prograis weight compared to Pitbull Cruz.
What that mean? You seen Tank's weight?
Prograis would beat the shit out of
No, he wouldn't.
Cruz.
He would have to go squat down to Cruz's level.
How y'all mix them two up? He's too big.
Because he's going 140.
Cruz
is big. What are you talking about? He eating good. Cruz is big himself. He didn't make weight his last fight.
Listen.
That's true.
They both got the same style. So you put 2 people that get hit a lot in there. So it's gonna be rock'em sock'em robots, I believe. And I just believe Prograis got that dog in him. And I think he break Pitbull in.
He wouldn't. Next one.
All right, next one.
Knocked out 12 rounds with Cruz. The guy you just knocked out, you knocked him out in 30 seconds. He went 12
rounds.
What
Josh Taylor did to Regis Prograis. And they was both getting hit.
Pitbull ain't no goddamn
They was both banging. So what you think?
But we'll see. That would never happen though.
We'll see that. And the next one, we heard Keyshawn Davis not getting into any fights with Kid Austin anytime soon. But what about Frank Martin? Keyshawn Davis versus Frank Martin.
We've been called out Martin too.
That wasn't the question.
No, but we've been called him out too. He ain't gonna fight us neither. So it ain't even no point talk about that.
Frank Martin
would
stop Keyshawn. Easy.
There you go. All right. And the final one.
Hey.
All right, and last one, Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney.
Shakur,
I
easy.
don't know.
You think Devin could keep up with Shakur?
I mean, if you look at the last sparring session,
we talk about Chin with 8-ounce gloves on.
Shakur don't hit hard.
You don't see how big Shakur getting?
I'm saying he don't really necessarily. Neither one of them kind of hit hard, but I think the
hit
better
hard
boxer.
He just moved up to 135.
Devin got that jab, and Shakur face right in front of that jab.
Well, we'll see if that ever happens. That would be a good one.
See. That would be a good one. All right, coming back to you. Yeah. Coming back to you, Kid Austin. Outside of boxing, what are some of your interests and hobbies?
I don't do nothing but play the game. I ain't gonna lie. I should start a streaming channel. How much I play, because I don't go out. So it's like, and then like after I get done training, like I don't got nothing to do, so I just hop on the game and I just be chilling. That's like my haven right there.
Did he freeze up?
And are you more of a PlayStation or Xbox?
I got both.
There you go.
Yeah.
Why choose? Why limit yourself to one, right?
Yeah, Nah, but I prefer my PlayStation because it's PlayStation just better. But yeah.
So the last question I got for you guys, it's not really a question, more so just kind of just leaving the floor open. What's the message you want to send to your fans and supporters?
Keep supporting, keep being a fan, and watch greatness unfold.
Really, that was the humble version.
That was very humble. I'm moving to the next fight.
That's
Definitely, it's gonna be a very entertaining fight.
I agree.
There we go. And I must say, I love the interaction between your father and son there, Floyd Senior, Kid Austin. I hope you guys do this for your YouTube channel. Kid Austin, I know you got a YouTube channel too. These interactions are golden.
Now we don't usually show the world too much.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, thank you guys for the opportunity. Everyone tuning in, go ahead and follow Kid Austin at kid_Austin1 on Instagram. Be on the lookout for his next fight on January 28th. And if you want to sponsor Kid Austin, hit up Floyd Senior. Get in early because the price is going up, man. He's on the way to stardom.
Yeah. This one is sold out, so if they want to join on, they join on for the next one. April 15th.
Hopefully, there you go. Hopefully next time I have you on, you got a championship belt.
Oh, you already know.
Yeah, you know that already. That WBA belt coming back with us after this fight.
Like Father says, man, speak it, believe it, receive it. So I wish you guys, nothing but the best. I cut out.
Right.
My bad. My connection over here is bad, but thank you guys again for the interview. We'll catch up again real soon.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.